Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us. Out of respect for your time, we're going to go ahead and get started. Before I go any further, I do want to make you aware that this video is going to be recorded throughout the whole presentation. We will be going through the presentation first. And if you have an immediate question, feel free to use the chat box for that. We actually have muted everyone. We can still see you on audio if you have decided that camera, but as far as audio, everyone is muted until the very end where we'll take questions. So to begin with, again, my name is Lori Johns, and I have the pleasure of serving as the League's Communications Director. I've been with the League for 3 years. I also have joining me our rest of our amazing communications team, our graphic designer, Carl Franklin, and our amazing digital media specialist, Ty Rayford. So today we are really proud to share with you some resources that we've produced with the Live Locally Alabama campaign and some practical ways for you to get engaged. Okay, there we go. For those of you who are new, we launched the Live Locally Alabama campaign just over a year and a half ago. Our ultimate goal for this initiative is to instill community pride, to highlight the crucial role that municipal government plays in our daily lives, and to encourage civic engagement. We know that our local officials are extremely busy and that some of you don't necessarily have the means or even the teams to be able to produce your own communications assets. So we've tried to take some of the hard work out of that, and we've produced several ready to use resources for you. All of the items that I'm about to go over are listed on our Live Locally Alabama webpage. You can scan the QR code on the screen to go directly to that right now. I'll give you a second just in case. So let's begin with our strategic plan. It outlines high-level messaging for your teams to consider incorporating into your daily speeches and marketing. Some examples include sharing the economic benefit of people shopping locally or playing locally or even getting an education locally, as well as the ways that local governments support your communities, especially when it comes to things like economic development. This is something that we previously emailed out whenever we launched the campaign, and we also sent another e-blast with that information right around the time of our first anniversary. So we'll send it out again today to those of you who are in attendance, and we'll also include it in our weekly newsletter coming up. This is an example of what that document looks like, by the way. Moving on, we have also created a pre-written press release that mayors can fill out and share with your local news outlets. And basically, it allows you to spotlight what you have going on in your community, and it shows your support for the campaign. You are welcome to tailor it as you see fit to highlight some of the things that y'all have going on, different initiatives, different companies that are coming to your community or groundbreakings and all the things that you have going on in your community. You are welcome to add that in. The good thing about our campaign is that it is evergreen, and so there is no cutoff date. Whether you are a new official or if you're a veteran official, you can join the campaign at any time. And so right now, with us just having elections, I would say it's a really good time to consider updating your press release to include some of the things, maybe your goals for the next 4 years. So feel free to go ahead and do that. I do want to spotlight one community in particular, the city of Jasper, who has an amazing comms person. I can't remember her exact title, but she does communications and economic development activities for the city. Her name is Tana Collins, and she has done a great job of sending out their press release. They modified what we had and used the press release to spotlight their downtown sculpture trail. And so they've gotten great media traction and lots of likes on their social media. So kudos to their team. We have even pulled together a media contact list with several outlets from around Alabama. So hopefully you can find a few of them on that list whenever you look through it later on, maybe today or whenever we send out this webinar. So that is also one of the other things that you won't find currently on the website. We didn't want to put the media list and the strategic plan on there. We have only emailed those items separately whenever we launched the campaign and whenever we had the anniversary. So following this recording, you'll get a copy of that too. And if whenever you look through that list, if you're seeing that we're missing someone or that those contacts have changed since we created that a couple of years ago, feel free to shoot me an email and let me know so I can update that. Unfortunately, we live in an era where many big publications won't pick up our story unless we're paying for their marketing services. And so with that in mind, we do kindly ask that whenever we send you press releases, please forward them and request that your local outlets distribute them. That would be very helpful to us. I have a lot of contacts, but sometimes when it comes from you, the local mayor or council member, or local communications person, y'all probably have a closer connection to the people in your area and can help us overall get better traction around the state. Next, we've created a campaign logo style guide to lay out the do's and don'ts of utilizing the logo. So we'll maintain brand consistency. And this is an example of what that looks like. Again, all of these things are on our website for you to download. And a huge kudos to Carl and our former intern, Caroline, for creating that style guide. We want to make sure that if your team does decide to create your own graphics or videos, that the images are warm and that they're inviting, and that the logo is displayed correctly. So take a look through that. I think it really lays that out well, but definitely reach out to us if you have any questions. And if you are creating some graphics or you're planning to create another type of project, a video project, and you want me to look at it, please send that to my email. That's ljohns, which is spelled a little bit uniquely. It's JHONS. So ljohns@almonline.org. And again, you'll see my contact information at the very end, and my information is also posted on the website. Additionally, we have created, and you'll see that on the screen as well as here in my hand. This is something that we hope that you can share with your citizens anytime you're going out to speak to them at community events or at city halls. We hope it will remind them of the ways that they can support their community. The QR code links directly to our Live Locally Alabama page. And again, that is featured on our website underneath the newsroom tab. This has resources for both members of both of our members, which are mayors and council members in the city itself, as well as items for the public to be able to look up who their legislators are so they can be more civically involved, or look up information about who their mayor or council member or other contacts in the region are. So definitely keep that in mind, that although some resources are for y'all, there are things that we have on there that you could share with members of the public. As mentioned before, we want this campaign to be easy to use for you to participate. And so we have created over 40 social media graphics and videos for you to download and post absolutely as is. We have them available in horizontal and vertical formats for Instagram and Facebook stories. We have even created captions for some of them to help your team out. So please take a look at that. Under the resources for Alabamians tab, you'll find that we have graphics for the public to share too, such as I love my hometown or my business supports Live Locally Alabama. So please take a look at that whenever you have a moment. Next, I'd like to share one of our 30-second videos that we've been promoting.
There are some things in Alabama you can always count on. The beauty of our parks, people, and historic downtowns. The food, fun, and feeling of a local festival. And the drive of small businesses that keep our economy moving. No matter where you live, the local services that keep Alabama beautiful and growing are around every corner in your community. We can count on them, but can they count on you? Local government is at the heart of what makes all this possible. But it doesn't work without us. All of us.
We hope that this video and the others will serve as a starting point for you to have important conversations with your local leaders about things that y'all have going on in your community, as well as some of the challenges that y'all may need help with from legislators. Sometimes I will have members say that they are interested in creating a video just about their community, and you are welcome to do that. You're welcome to use a local production company in your area, or I am happy to connect you with the team that we use to produce our 3 main videos, and that's MP Strategy. So I do want to share one example from the city of Opelika where they use MP Strategy to create a similar video as ours.
There's momentum in Opelika. Our roots in the railroad have grown, alongside generations of neighbors and friends, into a haven for cutting-edge jobs, outdoor recreation, and an unmatched quality of life. Our leading healthcare and education systems are safeguarded by first responders, supported by a local government that makes it all possible. It's true, the engine that drives Opelika looks a bit different than it did in 1854. It looks like us, and it starts here, locally.
As you can see, this video maintains our style of storytelling and branding, and the Opelika team also created their own press release and social media graphics to share with the media and public. So they did a really great job with that, and I'm very proud of how it all turned out. We really hope that your cities and towns will tailor these items that we've created to put in information about what y'all have going on in your communities, so that it'll make it a little bit more relevant to your citizens. Now I want to talk about some of the things that we've been doing since the launch. We have promoted the campaign at all of our events. We've shared it with our state and federal leaders, and we've conducted several TV and radio interviews. Additionally, we've aired over 200 TV spots, sharing like that first 30-second video. We have a couple of those, and the longer 2-minute one. We've been airing that on their platform for a while, and we actually appreciate the partnership that we have with Alabama Public Television. They've been a great partner over the last few years. We have also contracted with Yellowhammer News and Soul Grown, their sister publication, to be able to share some articles, video reels, and ads on their platforms. And you can see some examples of the ads on the screen now. The previous articles that we did with them are listed as a link at the top of the campaign page, where it says read the 1-year anniversary update at the very top. Also on that page, the video reels are listed under the video section of the campaign page. So now I'd like to share with you the last video reel that we created to spotlight West Alabama.
We were one of the first communities in the state to fully embrace the dual enrollment program. It has become a tremendous success. Now, roughly 30% of our entire student population in our high school are participating in dual enrollment. The state has now made it tuition free. Living locally is about what you want for your community. It's how you want your community to grow, how you want to be involved in growing our families, growing our churches, growing our schools.
I am proud of our downtown riverfront development projects. In the concert season, citizens and visitors can stay, play, enjoy Selma. We encourage our citizens to stay engaged by attending council meetings, community cleanup. First, we're working with our staff of the city of Selma, and also we're working with our Congresswoman, Terry Sewell, and also we're working with our federal level to get funding to our city. And you always feel welcome when you come to the city of Selma.
Very proud of our Holiday Inn that's located on Interstate 22, and it's wonderful for the community. It provides lodging, it provides meals, it provides a place for people to gravitate that's traveling. Tesla charging station is also a very positive project that has set you apart. This Holiday Inn won a national award from IHG. It's the only hotel in the United States to win such an honor. By supporting this locally, they help support services that are given to all citizens.
So we really appreciate all 17 communities that participated in our video reel series. We are consistently working on additional ways to promote the campaign through media and partnerships. And you'll be hearing a lot more about our second phase of the Live Locally Alabama campaign during Greg's speech at convention. So be sure to be there. In the meantime, I want you to jot down that Municipal Government Week will be held on May 10th through the 16th. Leadership and I will be attending a proclamation hour ceremony with Governor Kay Ivey sometime in April to officially get our document, but I did want to put this on your radar to go ahead and give you some time to think of some ideas with your team for y'all to participate in that. We will also host a webinar the week before May 10th to hopefully share with you some of the new content that Greg will be talking about. Before I wrap up, I want to point out that one of the assets on the Live Locally Alabama webpage is a sample social media calendar. Here's what it looks like when you print it all out. It's about 3 pages, I believe. So I saved this for last because it lists lots of ideas and different monthly themes for you and your teams to start thinking about how you can, plan out the campaign. For example, this month we have set the theme for Explore Locally. Some ideas include promote spring hikes, festivals, or public gardens. Host a Spring in Our City photo challenge, interview parks and recreation staff about spring programs, or share family-friendly activities for spring break in your municipality. During holidays, you can use the hashtag Celebrate Locally along with our main hashtag Live Locally Alabama. You may have recently seen us resharing different posts during the holidays on Facebook for Christmas or Valentine's Day and Mardi Gras. So that just gives you an idea of some of the things that we'll be looking out of what y'all are doing for us to reshare as well. A lot of you are already hosting these big events, and we really just need y'all to start including the branding, including the hashtags, including some of these talking points that we're mentioning into your post. And that way it will really help elevate the campaign and help elevate some of the things going on across the state for us. Now, sometimes people will ask me, how often do they need to post? Well, the answer to that question is that is completely up to you. But I do recommend posting at least once a month. There is no right or wrong way to get engaged with this campaign. We just simply ask that you get involved. Some other ideas to consider from the sample social media calendar include setting up media interviews to discuss how your community provides a good quality of life for your citizens. And that's a really good idea to do, especially for those of you who are new and want to introduce yourself to the community some more. And even those of you who have been in office for a long time, it's always good to just share your goals for the next term. Consider asking your local TV or radio station to air the campaign videos. I've even had some members tell me that they have asked their schools to play them on the jumbotrons during different sporting events. Consider visiting the schools in your community and talking about civic education by sharing your municipality and you booklet. This is what that looks like. This is the booklet that Carl created a few years back. This is available for download as a PDF. Um, it has a coloring page on the front, but it's actually used for both adults and children. Anytime our league staff goes out and talks about who we are as the league or what do municipalities do, we take this and hand this out to adult leadership groups and student groups. So please download some copies and go visit some schools. Consider creating a volunteer Live Locally Alabama committee to help your community get involved by creating positive social media content or planning events. This could include adults, interns, or youth counselors. It would be really great to seek out someone who has some experience in photography or videography in case you're wanting to do your own professional video but didn't have the funding to do it. I would try to say, seek someone who would consider volunteering to do that. And please don't limit yourself to just thinking that it has to be a professional camera. Cell phones are great. And one example that I want to share is that the city of Athens has their youth council going around different parts of the city to spotlight their parks, restaurants, and businesses all through their phone videos and posting them on their Facebook. And they've turned out really great. Consider asking a community celebrity or the city council or the mayor to do a video tour of what they love about your community. And then lastly, I have on here for Municipal Government Week, consider sharing photos of municipal workers and staff, hosting an essay scholarship contest, or partnering with your local school for field trips or maybe some shadow opportunities for students to kind of learn about some of the different roles that different staffers and employees have when it comes to different areas of municipal government. As you can see, the possibilities really are endless. While it's nice to promote this on social media, we really want to make sure that you understand we need you to incorporate this into your everyday talking points and your events. All of our efforts collectively will help Baker and the advocacy team whenever it comes to advocating across the street at the State House for your municipal authority and for different legislation. So please be sure to share this information with your communications teams or whoever can assist you in your community with participating. We will send a follow-up email with the recording, the strategic plan, and the media contact list by tomorrow. Now, I do want to mention that if you are someone who doesn't currently receive our newsletter, our weekly newsletter on Mondays, that means we don't have your email address. And so since we didn't request everyone to register before the webinar, if you are someone who maybe is with an outside firm or someone that just isn't receiving this, please go ahead and go to the chat right now and leave us your name, your title, and your email address so we can have that on file.
Your municipality.
And your municipality as well. Good call, Carl. So again, if you're someone who doesn't currently receive our emails, which we send those out through our MailChimp platform on Mondays, if we don't have that information, we need your name, your title, your email, and the name of your municipality. And that way we can ensure we save it and send you a follow-up after this. And on that note, for those of you who are receiving things, just also make sure that you check your spam folder. because sometimes local government agencies email system will not allow MailChimp to send those emails. It'll go to the spam folder. So just double check those. All right, so you are always welcome to send us high resolution photos or graphics or videos that y'all create so that we can add that to our catalog for future posting. Plus, we love to spotlight any of our participating communities in the newsletter. So I look forward to seeing what y'all come up with. Please know that we will always welcome your feedback and ideas. We want this to be helpful to all of your cities and towns. All right. Well, if that's all, feel free to contact us. Contact me via email. My contact information is right there. Reach out to us anytime if you need anything. I really hope that this has been helpful to you. If you ever need me to do a deeper dive with just your team, feel free to give me a call and we can see if we can arrange that. So thank you all again for joining us today. Take care.